Hey y'all, Ariel here. Welcome back to my channel. So I already have my eyebrows done and locked and set. I wanted to show you guys some drugstore products. Some of these products I already use almost in all my videos, okay? Not too much on me, okay? Each of these products are less than $20, so let's get started. First things first, I already moisturized my face, but now I have to add primer as well. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. This is the Poreless Putty primer, and I think this retails for about $8. I could be wrong, but as you can see, I do use her. Okay, this right here lasts for a good bit. A little bit goes a long way. I feel like if you're oily, this is definitely a go for you. And if you're dry skin, I feel like you should try the Power Grip. I'm gonna put this all over, specifically like my under eye and my T-zone area. I'm not gonna put it on my forehead because we're not focusing on the forehead. Lately I haven't been putting any foundation on my forehead. And another thing too, like, why is everybody against wearing foundation? Like, when it comes down to makeup, I just feel like to each his own, but foundation plays a big part in your makeup application. I feel like foundation is like the building block for a flawless face, because even though I have decent skin, like, I could go without using a foundation, but me putting concealer and everything else on, I might as well put foundation on. I don't understand the logic in it, but hey, go off. Okay, so we have the Putty primer on. Now I had some concealer left over when I did my eyebrows. I'm gonna actually color correct my dark mark. So under my eyes and around my mouth, we're gonna conceal that to give me a more even tone. I'm just gonna allow this to settle on my skin, like on top of the surface, and then we're gonna blend out whatever is necessary. My chin is breaking out, so I'm definitely doing a deep cleanse tonight. Whenever it gets cold, my skin always, especially around my chin always does this. It gets super duper dry. That's the driest part of my face, and I hate it. I do want my face to be very beat today, y'all. Like, I can't help it. I'm just taking this brush. I actually have my moisturizer on and the primer, and we're just gonna buff that concealer out. Boom, boom. So the skin is appearing even more healthy and radiant. I feel like lately my skin has been a little dry, and I've been drinking my water and things like that, but the season change, like, I have to make sure that I moisturize my face a little bit more because I've been lacking. It is 9:21. What are you doing? Do y'all hear that? And they're low, like, they are low to the ground. What if that's the alien, y'all? Sorry, let me stop. So because this is drugstore, most of my concealers that I use are already drugstore anyways, but let's see what we have. I don't want to just show y'all the same old products that I always use, but it's like, that's all I got. Okay, I need to go makeup shopping. That's what I need to do. So what concealer do I want to use? We're gonna use Milani. We're gonna use Milani because she's that girl. These Milani concealers are really, really good drugstore products, y'all. I think they're like $8, $9, $10 max. I have the shade Deep Tan and the shade Cool Sand. So I'm gonna put Deep Tan on first. And I'm gonna put Cool Sand on as well. I'm also gonna put Cool Sand down the bridge of my nose. And keep in mind that I am doing my concealer first instead of my foundation. I want this to be very beat but still radiant. So I gotta pull a few tricks and things out of my sleeve. And I'm trying to avoid putting anything on my forehead. So that's gonna be the deal with me. Nothing on the forehead. Nothing too dramatic, but I still want it to be radiant and matte. Yeah. I've been playing around with my lighting and things like that, y'all. And I think I figured things out because this looks really good on my viewfinder. I love how this looks. I still have the same camera and everything, but I turned my lights down. I feel like the lights were washing me out and bringing too much light into my actual lens. I turned my ISO down and my shutter speed and everything. I got that up to date. And I have the f-stop of 1.4 so I can get that blurry background that I love. And then I got my little lights and things like that, and I got a light right here. Anyways, we're just letting this dry down a bit before I start to blend things out. Like, this looks really good. I have no foundation on. What? Okay, I take back what I said earlier. I see why y'all do what y'all do. I still wouldn't technically just go without foundation because I actually like applying foundation, but I can see why the girls said what they said. And I'm gonna also put a little bit on my chin. This is still Cool Sand, y'all. This is about to be a good beat. It has no other choice but to be. Okay, so I have my AriWinkle Beauty Blender. And we're gonna go ahead and tap, pat, swiper, no swiping. And we're gonna blend this concealer out. I'm gonna do the nose first. This beauty blender is dry, y'all. The drier, the more coverage. The damper, the more radiant. And then your sponge is gonna soak up all of that product. Think of it as if like you're washing dishes, right? You have a sponge, it's dry, it's small. Once you put that sponge in water, it's gonna expand. It's gonna soak up some of the water, some of the suds and things like that. It's the same thing with the beauty blender. And I'm making sure to get this edge right here. I low-key want to contour today too, y'all. Look at me. Yeah, we're gonna do full face today because again, I want to show you guys, like, yes, you can still achieve a bomb makeup look with cheap products. I feel like some drugstore products are a bit pricey now, like depending on where you shop. But I know for me, sometimes I'll go to Walmart, sometimes I'll go to Target, but most times I go to Ulta and CVS. And like, CVS is already going to be expensive, Walgreens is going to be expensive, Ulta is okay, but like regardless of where you go, most drugstore products are at least $10 now. $10 on up. Certain powders are like $15, and I'm like, by the time you do that, you might as well just add $15 more and get the high-end makeup that's going to actually last you a little bit longer. It just depends on how much of product you use. Like me, I'm heavy-handed, so although my makeup products last me a long time, you just have to know your quality and your product control, what type of quality you like. This looks really good. I told y'all, listen. And then not only that, of course you have to know what products you like, what products your skin likes, but it's all in your technique, to be honest with you. Like, you can go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General and find you some nice foundation. Like, I think it's called the Believe Beauty. The Believe Beauty foundation is actually really good, to say it's only like $8. You don't always have to spend top dollar on a foundation. Everything is all about your technique. Because if you have the technique, you can make anything work. They're just like if you was cooking and you only had a budget of $20. How are you going to make that $20 spread? You can make spaghetti. You can do a stir fry. You can do rice and gravy and chicken, corn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know how to work it. If you know the technique, everything else is gonna fall into place without you, you know, having to break the bank. Okay, so we have our concealer placed. This was really good to me. Like, what? And just the simple fact that I'm using a dry sponge, it's gonna get you right every time. Like, sometimes a damp sponge is gonna take away too much product, and we don't want that because we want it on our face, not on the sponge. Now, to each his own. If you like that natural look, then that's you. But over here, as for me and my house, we like to beat the face, and that's what we're gonna do. So because I want a lifted look, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Concealer. Going in with medium beige, and when I tell you this concealer is so good, they have this one. The white one is for dry skin, and the black lid is for oily skin. So they cater to both skin types. And if you're kind of like me, I feel like I'm in between, but as of lately, I'm dry. So I have to use hydrating products. But if you're kind of in between or combination, mix them together. Do one layer of this and then the other layer like right underneath of the mattifying one. And you just got to know your science when it comes down to your makeup technique. Like, it's all science, literally. I'm not going to let this sit on the face. I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out. Well, actually, I'm going to let the tear duct area sit. And I'm going to blend the edges out. Boom. Tap, tap, tap. Pat, pat, pat. Swiper. No swiping. And then sometimes I feel like with people technique, they don't realize how much makeup you actually need. Like, sometimes you need a dime size amount of product. Sometimes you only need a little bit. But you never need like a tiny dot. That is not gonna cut it. Okay, you gotta apply your product on your face in order for you to get that look that you're going for. And then sometimes I feel like people don't realize that those natural makeup looks, I feel like natural, neutral, everyday beats take or require more makeup than a full glam of like eyeshadow, cut creases, and things like that. You're going to be using more makeup doing a natural look, if anything. And that's just my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out the rest of this concealer. Tap, tap, tap. Pat, pat, pat. Swiper. No swiping. I'm making sure to look closely because I am wearing contacts, y'all. And I have a habit of transferring my concealer into my contact lenses. And I absolutely hate that. Put a little bit more on my nose area, and then we're going to go in with some foundation. We have the concealer placed, but I have these little areas right here where the concealer is not blending properly. Can y'all see that line right there? I don't want that, so we're going to blend some more. I'm actually going to take the brush that I use. This is the Morphe M17, and I'm going to tap. I did lock my lid in place, but I'm gonna do it again once I am ready to lock my under eye. So I'm just gonna lock everything all together. This is the Maybelline SuperStay. This is the 30 hour. So this is shade, what shade is this? This is shade Mocha, shade 360. This is a fresh tube. I never opened this. So we're gonna open it to, oh, that was easy. So we're gonna open it and place it on the back of our hand. It's a little stiff. So we have the foundation. It's a little stiff, y'all. And I feel like this is gonna be a little too matte. So whatever primer, whatever moisturizer I have left on this brush is gonna balance this foundation out. And that looks really good. That looks so good. And I think this foundation is like $8. And you just want to tap, 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 pat, 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 swiper, no swiping. Don't y'all laugh at my brush now, okay? This is the Instapop cheek brush from Real Techniques. Mine is just all crazy looking. But I love using this brush for my foundation. And for like applying powders as well. So I'm trying to make sure to avoid my forehead. Boom. Tap, 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 pat, 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 swiper, no swiping. This looks really, really good. Okay, Maybelline. Maybelline has some really, really good products though. Maybelline and L'Oreal, they're that girl. Definitely that girl. Those two I can definitely vouch for. So I wouldn't be me if I didn't blend. Gonna blend this section right here. We want everything to again coincide, so make sure you don't see any lining, any click basically on your face. We want everybody to get along, and boom, now it looks like everything was just made together. Look at the difference. This side right here is separated. Can y'all see? It's separated right here, but they go together real bad right here. So we want this side to be married as well. Go right in between, and boom, tap, 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 pat, 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 swiper, no swiping, up, down, zigzag, zigzag. Always keep some makeup wipes near y'all, because listen, my hands be so dirty once I'm done with my makeup. Like, yeah, clean as you go. I will always tell people that, clean as you go. So now we have to fix the nose, and I'm going to take a little bit more of the Maybelline foundation. Actually, no, I want to try something else. So we got the liquid down. I'm actually going to take a stick form foundation, y'all. This is also a foundation stick, y'all. It's the Face It stick from Thread Beauty. This is the shade 160. These right here are very affordable. I think they're only like $6 or $8. This stick, and I'm going to put it on my nose area. This one is more lighter than anything. Now, if I have to go darker, I will. But these are like butter, literally. You can also use these as like contour sticks as well. And I'm also gonna drag it towards my brow area to help me blend. Boom. Oh, I messed up. Look at me now. Let me blend that out. Disappear. Okay, so now I need to find me an eyeshadow brush, something fluffy. I'm gonna take this brush right here, y'all. This is a BH Cosmetics brush I have for years, okay? But I'm gonna use it to blend this nose foundation out. So hopefully y'all can see the difference. This one is more blended versus this side. And now we're gonna blend this side. We're gonna drag it down. Sometimes the product can make your brush get stiff, so I'm gonna flip it to the cleaner side. And we're gonna drag it down. Drag it down, drag it down, drag it down. And while I'm dragging it down, I'm trying to sculpt the center of my nose as well to make it look as slim as possible. I like for my nose to be so tiny. Like, I already have a tiny nose, but I don't know, it's just something about like that contoured nose. I love it. And then we're just gonna tap the rest. Let's not forget about this little part right here. I want to make sure that this is blended out. Matter of fact, instead of me pulling it up, I'm gonna drag it down, because I'm not trying to put much of anything on my forehead. So we're gonna drag it down and blend it out. This is what we are working with so far. This looks really, really good. Like, the camera is not doing this any justice at all. So because we have creams on our face, what do we have to do? Lock it in place with a powder. So I'm actually going to use my Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. We're going to use shade number 35. Also going to use shade 40 for the perimeter of my face. Like, look at that. That looks really, really good. Boom. So I'm going to do the same thing for the right side. I'm going to take my powder. I have it on my puffer. You want to also make sure that you have no creasing. Make sure you're not creasing right here. And I have a little bit of creasing. So I'm going to go in and blend that out first. If you feel like you can't get it this way, squint your eyes to really lift that skin up, and boom. Or look up if you have to. Look all the way up. That's how you're going to stretch your skin really, really good. And now we're going to take the powder. Tap, 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 pat, 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 swiping, no swiping. Do zigzag motions like this. That way you can cover that entire section. Don't be afraid to use your products. Now I'm gonna go back in. You gotta get this section. Move kind of fast. Your timing plays a part in your makeup application as well. You gotta know, how long does this concealer take to dry down? How long does that concealer take to dry down? What about your foundation? What about your powders? Is your powders easy to work with other brand powders? You get what I'm saying? Can this powder work with this brand concealer? Because not all makeup products work good with other makeup products. So that's why I always tell people, you have to do trial and error when it comes down to finding your groove with makeup. Some products can make you break out. Some products just don't work for your skin type. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that, you know, the product, like the products that I'm using doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. These are what works for me. And you just have to find your own groove. And then I also put a little bit on the nose contour as well. Well, nose concealer. So we have that. And now I'm gonna go in with shade number 40 and lock my perimeter in place. But I still want a more radiant look, so I'm gonna take my same brush, and instead of me actually going into this tool, so I'm gonna use the lid instead of the tool, because as you can see, it has product in it, versus me going in and using all of this. This would mean that I'm putting too much product on my face. So we're gonna make it work with just this. And even this is a good bit of product, so you want to make sure that you're tapping as you go. And we're gonna lock this in place, but it's still gonna give me that radiance. It still has foundation and the primer and the moisturizer on this brush. So although I'm locking my face in place, it's not gonna make me look too drying or too mattified. Can y'all see that product right there? We want to make sure that we blend it out. Say I was to let it sit right there and then try to blend it out, then it's gonna look patchy. So you want to make sure that you're kind of moving fast. Even if you wanted to use an actual powder brush, that's even better, because like it's bigger, it's more fluffier and things like that. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I like my makeup products more concentrated with these dense type brushes. And then I'm also, we still got product on here, I'm also gonna put this on the bridge of my nose, drag it into the brow hairs. I want everything to blend easily, just like that. You can stop right here, but I just feel like I need a little more oomph. My face is very much so giving an everyday type of bead, but I want this to be more lifted. So I'm going to go in with the even brighter under eye powder. Again, you can stop right here, but I just feel like I look flat and I want to add more dimension to my face because I already have a round face. So I want to make sure that I give those features like my under eye, my chin, and my nose time to show out so that everything can look more structured. I have the Maybelline press powders. Y'all know I love these down. I have shade 310 and 330, and we're going to use this to brighten up the under eye. Going in with shade 310 first. I know it's very bright, but trust the process. I like my face to look very much so lifted, and I'm going to do this twice. Okay, and now I'm going in with shade 330. This is the Beauty Bakerie Flour Loose Powder, and this is the shade Plaintain. We're gonna take the Beauty Bakerie and I'm literally gonna bake. This is a very fine powder. And I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place bronzer, y'all. No bronzer tops that bronzer. Like, that's my holy grail. And if it's not broken, I'm not fixing it because, like, she gets me all the way together every single time. But I'm gonna bake this under my eyes, and as you can see, it has a yellow tint to it, so it's gonna complement my melanin. And I think I'm gonna go in with some orange eyeshadow as blush today. I don't technically have a drugstore blush, and I'm gonna blend the edge out. So as you can see, it's lifting my appearance up a little bit more, just giving me that brightening effect. As you can see, my face looks more lifted, more live-like, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like for my face to look flat. So now I feel like bronzing, highlight, and everything like that is just the finishing touches. This is pretty much done. Before I spray my face, I am going to go ahead and bronze and put some blush on. I'm using the Juvia's Place, the dark palette, and we're going to bronze the face. I'm actually going to use both colors from out of the palette and chisel my face up. Can y'all see that? No? Yes. And we're gonna chisel. I know bronzing and contour is completely different, but I just feel like bronzing gives a softer look than contouring. And I feel like if you really know how to structure your face, like I have high cheekbones, so it's gonna automatically give me a natural contour type of look versus someone who don't have high cheekbones. Like, you get what I'm saying? But sometimes I just feel like contour just doesn't look right on me unless I'm really taking my time. And then I'm gonna take the lighter brown and go on my nose. So we got a little warmth action going on, okay? Because I don't have an orange blush, I'm actually gonna use my AriWinkle, the Fruity Cutie palette, cause period. And I'm gonna take Crush from out of that palette. I forever stand by my baby, okay? Like, the pigment in my eyeshadow palette is insane. Like, I absolutely love my product. And I'm gonna take Crush from out of here. I'm gonna put this on the cheeks. Just because it's eyeshadow doesn't mean that you can't use it as blush or anything else. You can even use eyeshadows as a lipstick, y'all. It's literally all cosmetics. So we have that. I'm about to poke myself in the eye. We have Crush, and we're gonna boom. Orange on melanin skin is so top tier. Do you see that? It's so pretty. So freaking pretty. This is a Morphe M536 brush, by the way, y'all. I'm sorry if I didn't mention the names of the brushes. Now, I do feel like you will have to get a brush set from Morphe, but their brushes are really, really good. You're going to be spending a good bit on brushes alone. Now, you can get the Real Techniques brushes. They cost like $20 for the kit. And then Morphe brushes, I think this brush was like $12 by itself. $12, $15, $8, $9, $10. It just depends, but their brushes are great quality and they last a lifetime if you actually take care of them. Because I still have brushes that I've used since day one, and it's 6 years in the game. I've been doing this for 6 years and my brushes still look brand new, literally. It's a whole lot of melanin going on, cause period. So y'all do not judge me, but I am not done with my powders. I want my face to be very yellow, orange today. Like, I want warmth in the wintertime. That's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible Pressed Powder. This is the shade 330. I'm gonna put this on top of our under eye. You look in my life, see what I see. I actually had to turn my autofocus off, and I think that's why my face was always blurry. So whenever I know I'm not showing a product, like for example, it's not gonna autofocus because I took the autofocus off, and it's gonna pay attention to my face. So I'm just gonna have to keep doing that from now on, instead of fighting with it. And I'm still trying to learn this techie side of doing the social media thing. But anyways, we're gonna take that powder and put it right underneath the eye. I'm so ready to spray my face, y'all. I'm gonna spray my face with water. This looks really, really good. Like, my camera is not doing this any justice at all. So I'm gonna take my Fruity Cutie palette yet again, and I'm gonna take yellow from out of here. I'm gonna take pineapple. Do I want to take pineapple? I'm gonna take mango and pineapple today, y'all. So my two darkest yellows, so it's gonna be these two right here. I'm gonna take this one first and then put this one on top. Let's see, I'm not gonna prime my lid. I don't actually want to prime my lid. So this is mango. Let's see, y'all. Boom. This is still mango. Now, if I was to prime my lid or use like an eyeshadow base, it would be even more pigmented. But because I already set with powder and things like that, like, it's still showing up and showing out, and I love that for me. So boom. It's not chalky or anything. And then I'm gonna keep applying this until I'm satisfied with the vibrancy. And we're gonna apply a wing and some lashes, do our lip and everything else, and we're gonna get cute. Like, I love doing my makeup. Look at that. I did not add any primer on my lid at all. And y'all know usually I do my eyeshadows first, but hey, at least I know my products work. And by the way, this is a Morphe M441 brush. When in doubt, keep applying your colors. That's how you get that color payoff that you want, especially when you skip the step of priming or basing your lid. The same brush I use to apply my pressed powder, I'm gonna get rid of the fallout. Okay, so now I'm going in with Pineapple, and I'm just gonna stick that in the center. Do you see that? Yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna spray my face with some water now, and I'll be right back. It's so cold. Well, these are not drugstore products, but I'm gonna take the Ofra. I always use this. I used to use, I can't remember the name, but it was called 24 Karat Magic Gold. That highlighter was the bomb, and I cannot remember the name of the company to save my life. But this one is Lotus Blossom from Ofra. And I'm also gonna take, this is Beam the Haters from Ulta, not Ulta, from Ofra. And this is actually a Nikki Tutorials collab highlighter. It's super duper pretty. It has like that warmth to it. And I'm gonna take this Morphe brush again, the M536 brush. Do you see that? Okay, I just recently started back like applying highlight to my face, and why did I ever stop is the question. Because what? You know, they say the streets are talking. The streets are saying that soft glam is out, y'all. And the 2016 makeup is coming back, girl. So get on the train. Listen, I never stopped, okay? My eyebrows, the cut creases, all of that stayed the same. But I'm so glad that people are starting to want to have fun with makeup again. Because, like, girl, if you want to play in some color, play in some color. Do more than just the of soft glam. Like, do soft glam on another occasion. But for social media, let's play. Let's be creative and things like that, okay? Let's shop with AriWinkle. This is another affordable liner. This is the long-lasting eyeliner from Believe Beauty in the shade Caviar. Y'all know I always use this liner to do my eyes. Absolutely love it. This can go toe-to-toe with my high end because it's so smooth and creamy. Like, this formula, this applicator, it doesn't irritate my eyes, no nothing. Like, do you see it gliding on my eyes? I love that. This is only like $6. It probably, no, I think it's like $3 or $4 actually. Don't quote me, y'all, but it's still under $10. It's under $5 for sure. This liner right here, this is the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. This is the one with the pink writing, y'all. Get the pink writing. Do not get the white writing. You can get the white writing, but the white one leaves this shiny film, and I don't like that, okay? I like a matte liner, and this one definitely gives matte. This one you can get from Dollar Tree, from Family Dollar, Dollar General for like $1, $2. And these are really, really good. It's not better than my Sephora, but she's number 2, okay? I don't have an affordable or drugstore mascara. I did have my LA Colors, but I have no idea where it's at. So I'm going to use the Super Fanned Out Mascara from Smashbox. And this is really, really good. My wing did not come out the best, y'all, but we're going to pretend like she did. And we're just going to apply this mascara to the top and bottom lash. For my lip liner, I'm going to take the NYX eye pencil in the shade dark brown. I know it says eye pencil, but they are literally the same thing. Lip liner, eyeliner, brow pencil, they are all the same. I like those gel cream liners. So let me switch my product. Like, it's not a bad product, but like, it's too stiff. I'm actually gonna go on top with my Absolute New York. This is the waterproof gel eyeliner in the shade dark brown. This right here is top tier. Y'all see how easy that glides on? Like, ugh, I love it. So I'm gonna take my NYX. This is the Butter Gloss in the shade Caramel. And we're gonna put this on top. This is such a pretty lip gloss. Like, it's so pretty. To brighten the center of my lip, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. in medium beige and just a smidget of that on the center of my lip. And I'm also gonna put some clear gloss on top just to bring it together. I'm still waiting for my lashes to get tacky, so I'm just adding the finishing touches, y'all. And I think I'm gonna add like a little diamond to my eyes. That'll be really cute. And why not? I'm taking the dark shade from out of that bronzer from Juvia's Place and smoking my eye out a bit. And then I'm gonna add my rhinestone. Okay, so I have gold, silver, and then I have like the silver glittery look. I think I'm gonna do the silver glittery look. Okay, so I got my rhinestone on. Super cute, right? That is super cute. This is reminding me of like Brianna Barnes from 101 or Kim from the Parkers. Like that early 2000s/90s type of thing. I'm trying to, there we go. I want y'all to see without my light like reflecting on my face as much. The face is eating, y'all. I love the fact that I actually changed my lighting because now y'all can actually see the real deal. I feel like hopefully my image is sharp enough to where like y'all can see everything, because this looks really good. I be trying to put y'all on. I be trying to tell, they don't be listening to me. Like, I'm slept on. Wake up. Wake up. Okay, like, let's continue. Let's just continue. We done at this point. Okay, y'all, I'm taking my tweezers and they still are, my lashes are still a little sticky, but I want to make sure that everything blends really good, because I'm definitely taking pictures with my Canon. I don't know when the last time I took pictures on my phone for real. I always take pictures with my camera, but I'm definitely about to invest in another one. I feel like it's about that time to build my media kit up, because why not? I got a piece of glitter on my cheek. And I'm not gonna spray my face again. We're just gonna let this be. So I'm about to do my TikTok. I will come back and show you guys the completed look once my hair is on, because the look gotta come together either way. Okay, but the face is giving. The face is giving. It's drugstore products, y'all.